appreciate you listening to my stuff, man. Giving me feedback and stuff. You know?
Anytime you need help, just let me know.
Man, I think I'm about ready to go official, you know, blast the people.
I mean, well, they want you to just play basketball,
Right,
so you got to have a plan in place. Take care of everything on the court first, so they got to respect you as a player, and then you can put out more and more quality music, so they got to respect you as an artist. And once you do that, you should be fine.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, man. Hey, as always, appreciate you. I'm gonna send you some new stuff too if you got time.
Keep it coming, man. All right.
See you, boy.
Match your problems for the D.
All right, ready to go?
Yep.
Ready to go?
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Bulls. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Zach LaVine is out there with DJ, and it's Valentine in at the 3. Now here's Lillard, down to 5 on the shot clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, the years keep
Jotenkin
going on,
hämmentävä,
and
kun näiden
Lillard keeps
kenttä on
getting
tällainen ihan
better and more
sairaan
confident
vaalea.
at finishing inside.
Brett, when you take a look at the Blazers roster, what's the next move they need to make to take that step up?
Well, they need a third
Easy.
scorer, and if Nurkic happens to be that guy, and that scoring happens to be coming from the block, it can open some things up for their offensive schemes that end up benefiting everybody on the roster.
Here's Turner, following the basket by DJ. Floats one up. The shot by Turner, no good. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. LaVine against McCollum. Now here's DJ. He's guarded
Ei,
closely.
kyllä. Yes.
Lopez,
Ei.
no luck.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. The 3 ball.
Ei.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Here's Valentine.
Yep.
Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lillard misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Stolen by McCollum. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Now here's DJ. D right on him. Outside, LaVine. Down low, Lopez. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way. As much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. DJ sets the screen for LaVine. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off.
Nyt siellä on mun mielestä 2, vai onko siellä jo 3
And Portland
vielä?
making a change here. Len's checked in. Now here's Lillard. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Now Valentine after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard.
Jep, ei mene mitään. Aivan kummallista.
McCollum outside. Passes it to Turner. That's
Ei
a
ole
2
menossa.
from Lillard. And the shot no good, a bit short. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And stolen by Lillard.
Suoraan koriin.
And then Lillard slams it in.
The thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleash chaos moment.
Yes, hyvä.
And that one's good, DJ.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
Well, he also has that innate ability to just create enough separation. That's a nice move. Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And Brent, 14 years in the NBA, you spent about half your time on the defensive end. Of all the guys you were matched up against, who was surprisingly difficult to cover?
It's funny, Kevin, because a lot of coaches would tell you I did not spend half of my time on the defensive end.
Well, I know better. I know better.
Surprisingly difficult to stop, I would tell you, it would be Mitch Richmond. Many years in Sacramento, playing for the Kings. He was known as the Rock, and I can tell you why. Running into him and his physicality as a two-guard was very, very difficult to stop. One of the game's greatest two-guards.
Sturdy, wasn't he? He was thick. He was hard. The Bulls leading by 3. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. EJ out there with Wells, and it's Valentine in at the 3 spot. Lopez, a screen on Lillard.
Yep.
A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. That's now 8 points for DJ. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Bulls made some excellent decisions and plays. He ended up with 10 points and piled on the stats to round out a double-double. Just a really strong all-around effort. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. See what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
David, thanks. They asked a lot of him that night, and he didn't back down from any challenge.
And that was the best part of it. His effort level was fantastic. It didn't come easy for him. He had to work his tail off for everything he got.
And you know he's going to work just as hard tonight. I don't know if the stats are going to be the same. Might not be the same numbers, but the work, that'll be there. And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on C.J. McCollum. David?
He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
And sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Thiem passes to Markkanen. Feeds it to DJ. Markkanen sets the pick for DJ. And stolen by Napier. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Nurkic with the block. Here's Napier. He's got 9 over Valentine, and it's Napier missing. Valentine wide open, he fires, hits the jumper in space. Valentine's got his second bucket of the night.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Here's Lillard. Softly drops in the floater. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Lopez a screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And that's the result that you're going to get when you drive into the lane before the D can get themselves into position. And DJ's not waiting around. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the middle, here's Lillard. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The dish to DJ. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, more and more Lillard's about running this team, taking shots within the flow of the offense, and then he puts up an insane number of points.
And when you look at Damian Lillard, Brent, a tremendous player, but a hungry player. In your opinion, what's the next step for his development?
I think the questions will remain and persist about what it is that Damian Lillard can give you defensively to stay consistent and be disruptive as a point guard is the next step for Lillard. We know he's one of the best scorers in the league. But can he bring it on the other end?
DJ kicks to Levine. Now here's DJ, guarded close. And Lopez has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. And Zach Levine hits from deep. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one on.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Toi teammate grade on ihan päin hanuria nyt. Tää oikeasti rupes skarppaa noiden turnovereitten kanssa. On vaikeeta kun on tää mulvaani vastassa, kun on niin saakeli hyvä.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Alex Len's checked in for Nurkic. Davis comes in for Collins. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Evans. A tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
4 pinnaa eroa.
Disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
So many times we talk about offensive players being in a great rhythm. Well, right now, defensively, he's in one. Great anticipation and reading those passing lanes.
Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt.
Ei viittinyt
Collins and Nurkic up front
katkasta
together, and it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. DJ kicks to Lopez. The feed to DJ. They get it back to the right side. Pass to Levine. There's the screen. Off the screen.
Yes, sir.
And DJ, just a tenacious dunker of the basketball. He has a lot of confidence when it comes to rising up and being free.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment.
Unleash Chaos mimi. Mahdollisimman paljon. Oi, miten se jäi siihen tuohon? Se on siinä. Perhana.
And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Levine can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum outside.
No miten se... Joo, ei vissi.
Lillard has the open look.
Aha,
okei.
Tämä käy minulle. Ja jotenkin ihan hitos jumiin sinne.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
And again, it's Portland converting.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Meidän pitäisi tasaisena pitää.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. And Turner kicks to Nurkic over Lopez. Nurkic can't hit. Bulls trail by 4. Outside, Levine. Now the pass to Markkanen. Markkanen sets the pick for DJ.
Jep. Ei mene. Hyvä. Lopez paikkaa tilanteessa.
Lopez has got 10 points in the game.
Bucket earned, out muscling and out hustling everybody for the rebound.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
DJ dishes to Markkanen. They set the pick. For the tie. The shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Now here's Valentine. Turner covering for the lead. Collins grabs the miss.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Cullen passes to Turner. Kicks it to Lillard.
Se on kori. Perhana.
Nice speed that time from Turner. That's now 32 points for Lillard.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Terry Stotts, one of the better coaches in this league. He really does a great job of making sure that it's always about his players and never about him. One thing Portland has working in its favor is that they've dug in with Terry Stotts as their coach. They have that kind of continuity, and he allows these players to shine up here in the Pacific Northwest. That's when the sun comes out.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Lenz checked in for Nurkic. Davis comes in for Collins. Lee's checked in for Turner. And it's Napier in for Lillard. And Wells the bucket on the assist by DJ.
Todella hyvä.
DJ's got 3 assists in the game. Portland trailing here. You talk about Terry Stotts empowering the players. He respects their independence, Brent, even as he's calling shots. He doesn't put himself above the team.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Terry Stotts has done a great job of establishing great relationships with his star players, his younger players. And the fact that they've been together, I think there's just a greater understanding of what he expects from them, the type of respect that they give him back. And it ends up working out very well for the Blazers.
Dunn kicks to DJ. Dunn dishes to DJ. He feeds it to Vonleh. DJ sets the screen for Vonleh. Off the screen, Portis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Portis kävi
Portis has got
keräs
his
marjat.
second basket of the night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closer.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot.
Nyt mä melkein kyllä koitan loppupeliin ihan vaan parantaa tuota teammate-gradeä, koska se on se mitä mun tarvii kohottaa, jos mä haluan tosta mahdollisimman paljon kolikkua.
DJ out there with Dunn. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Valentine. And it's Portis roaming the paint.
Yeah, what's more than on fire? Is there something? Because if there is, DJ's it.
Napier passes to Len. There's a good screen. It's McCollum on the wing. Steps back and fires. He can't get that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Markkanen sets the pick for DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Going to work on the inside now and causing all sorts of problems.
Hey, man.
DJ is not afraid to get physical on the low block.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Alex Land.
19 pinnaa,
Fred
hei.
Davis. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Courtney Lee.
Olikohan mulla piste? Eikö se oli päälle 20, kun se oli jossain siinä pelissä eilisessä striimissä. Oli päälle 20 pisteen peli.
He got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half he can't seem to build on that early success.
Levine.
Whoa! And right now the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
And Lillard kicks to Turner. Nurkic a screen on Levine. Here's Turner. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
This is the area that Evan Turner has built his house, the mid-range, finding his way into the paint and scoring the basketball.
DJ dishes to Lopez. Now here's DJ. Tight defense on him. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time.
No, mulla vaan ottaa nyt pahasti
It's not the
kiinni.
prettiest release in the league, but Evan Turner owns it, as unorthodox as it is, consistent at sinking the interior shot.
Now here's Markkanen. Covered by Lillard. DJ sets the screen for Markkanen.
Hyvä Lauri.
He gets it in there.
Todella hyvä.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard the pass to Collins.
Ei, lähellä
Now
oli.
here's Lillard. Defense right on him. 18 feet out. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Valentine with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to DJ. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. There's a screen. Off the pick. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's McCollum with the drive. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Just like it when he gets in there. McCollum using his wingspan to take advantage.
Oho, ota se. No joo.
Levine kicks to DJ. To the paint. Here's Lopez.
Yes,
battles through
todella
traffic
hyvä.
and lays it in. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where
Pitäisikö jätkät noin syötöt
down the
ottaa
stretch can
kiinni?
get 1 or 2 stops.
Saakeli.
They may win it.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Levine kicks to DJ. Dishes to Markkanen. The kick out to Lopez. There's a good screen. 4 on the shot clock.
No, sai
Applying some
virhe.
pressure there and getting himself to the free throw line. DJ's aggressiveness is paying off with that foul call.
And the first one drops. And
Yes,
both free throws
hyvä.
good for DJ.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
And Lillard kicks to Collins. To the inside. And stolen by Valentine. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. DJ with the ball.
Ei!
Tries to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers
En mä
will
voi
take
jättää
Some turnovers necessary.
tekemättä.
That
Mun on
one,
pakko
not so
yrittää
much.
se, varsinkin noin... Perkelee.
Trailblazers trail by 6.
Tarviinkohan mä sit vaan kovempia tiimikamuja vai mikä se on se juttu, mutta...
Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's DJ missing. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Over in the corner, Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Turner. Portland keeps it going with the new shot clock. Nurkic dishes to Turner. Cullen passes to Lillard. Turner inside, guarded by Levine. The shot by Turner no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Dishes it to DJ.
Ei mun pitänyt lähteä edes kuljettaa vielä. Mun piti vaan tehdä se pump fake tai se... No, tai se pump fake on se ei oikea termi, mutta siis kuitenkin se askelharhautus.
DJ kicks to Lopez. Here's Levine. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots
turnoveria. Se on kyllä hirveän ruma määrä. 21 pinnaa, niin ei voi valittaa ihan hirveästi. Sekään ei ole kyllä piste per minuutti tahtia, joka on... No on se just piste per minuutti tahtia. Se on vähän mulla ehkä se tavoite.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Valentine. Lillard attacking. Nurkic can't hit.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Here's Levine. Sweet little floater.
Wow.
And the Bulls lead by 8.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Screen by Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, I'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
The pick and roll takes great timing for both players and a feel for the game and what the defense is going to show. Brent, in your opinion, which tandems are the best at running it?
Well, I think Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams have really done a great job of establishing a great chemistry in the pick and roll. And it's interesting, Kevin, because as centers and point guards play together, the more games that they have, the more used to one another they are in terms of sometimes setting good hard screens and sometimes not really setting a screen at all, setting up the slip and creating opportunities that way. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, insert player here. Pretty good combinations.
Yeah, I like that. Outside Turner, Portland moving the ball around. They set the screen. Screen by Nurkic. Lillard. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Levine's got 3 rebounds now in this one. He dishes it to Markkanen. A floater. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Levine against Turner. He kicks to Nurkic. Passes to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And it's 37 points for Lillard.
Well, look at your watch because it's Lillard time. The defense has to extend out to where it is he has the ball.
Glenn check in for Portland. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
And you know DJ's hearing that music in his head each and every time he's up there by himself on the free throw line.
Lillard with the bucket.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And it's DJ missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Alex Len picks one up.
Mä ajattelin, että okei, tällä kertaa mä en tee mitään fast breakia, sitten kuitenkin ihan suoraan juoksee siihen korille.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Love that Damian Lillard is developing that little floater in the lane. Smart to recognize the defense collapsing.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Mulla oli jo pinna, jotain 26. Jumalauta.
20 seconds left in the 4th.
Aivan varmasti tulee kyllä tästä paras peli mulle pisteiden valossa.
Len a screen. McCollum outside. No one near Turner as he lets it go. No good from outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
Piti pyytää itselle vielä, että pääsee viskoon.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Lillard dishes to Collins. The 3 from McCollum. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They seem to relish their role.
Heti pelin jälkeen. Oi vitsi, siinä onpa kengännauhas. Tosi tärkeä.
DJ, great game. The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Nice.
The 2K
Pystyisikö aukoo päätä Shagille? Ois nätti.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our post-game interview.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny. You look great out there in that win, and I believe you set a season high in scoring, young man. Is it fair to call this your most complete game?
Wow, Kenny, I did not know about that season high. Thank you. You know, it felt good on the floor offensively, but I knew there were a few defensive positions where I could have been sharper. And really, I'm just happy to contribute to the team when I'm out on the floor, and I think I was able to do that tonight.
Vähän jopa ylinöyrä.
Great job of it. Keep up the good work.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.